Okay, so I was talking about it before it came out. I was talking about the book as my second book talk ever. I got to talk about it now that it's out. I got to talk to you about Moxie the movie, out on Netflix as of yesterday. So my wife and I last night settled down after we tucked the little kiddos in and we watched Moxie, and it was so good. As with any adaptation, there are changes. So if you go into watching the Moxie movie and you're like, it has to be 100% exactly like the book, you're going to be disappointed. You need to go in with the realization that changes are going to be made because this is the same story told through a different medium, and there are certain things that work better. I'm going to start out with, at the very beginning of the movie, there is this scene, and I don't remember it being in the book. Now, I've read the book. It's been a while since I've read the book, so it could be there. But it's almost like a dream where Vivian, our main character, is running through the woods, desperate, frantic, and she screams for help, and nothing comes out. And I don't remember that scene. And then she wakes up from the dream. And it seemed like a very appropriate metaphor for a woman to have her voice taken away in the beginning of this book, because that's kind of what the book is all about. Women having their voices taken away, women having their rights taken away, and how they learn to stand up against that. Listen, Moxie is a brilliant movie. It is a brilliant book. What it does so well is to draw attention to the ways that men like myself can become controlling, can take, I don't know how to say it any better, but basically it's almost like male supremacy, right? The idea that we are the ones that determine what happens in the world around us, and women must either adjust, conform, or survive, but that's the only options that they have. And as a younger brother to two strong women and the son of a very strong woman, the husband to a strong woman, the father of a strong little girl who's going to grow up to be a strong woman, I am so ashamed of how frequently these stories are real in the world around me. And that's what makes Moxie so powerful. So I wanted to tell you that I loved the movie. I wanted to tell you that you should turn it on and watch it. But I also want to take this moment to talk about how books have the ability to change the power structure. Because when we read these books, we become aware. Now, I've not always made the best decisions for the people who have had their rights taken away from them, who've been oppressed, who've been marginalized, who've been silenced. And I don't think at any point there was ever in me this desire to purposefully put my foot on people and hold them down. But there are ways that I've done that. And when you watch something like Moxie, it wakes you up to that realization. And Moxie does something else that I really love too. It shows the power of music to inspire, to challenge, to push you forward. And that's something I'm definitely going to talk about more in a future video, because music and literature are catalysts for change. You need to pick up this book, and you need to, if you don't have Netflix, you need to pick it up, and you need to watch Moxie.